Russell Wilson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons. The former Pro Bowler, now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Ford running right, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Complete. It's Cooper. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th down. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
It kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10 give to Harris. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Harris on 2nd down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Harris once more. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Second down now, 7 to go. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running behind center with Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Wilson on third down. Finds his target, Patterson. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Harris has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ford straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another one for Ford. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Moore going to motion over right. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Watson. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. They give up the middle to Ford. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Got a man, it's Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And now they have a first and goal. This is Ford. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Watson to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get it down to a single point. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Now a run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Najee takes this one, and he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They give now to Najee, and he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Freiermuth there to bring it in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We've got dime on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Russ setting to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They give to Harris from the gun. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Russ. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Harris. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll hand it off to Harris. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third and just 2 to go. Russ looking to throw. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers break the tie here in the 1st. All right, right, partner. What do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Watson now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Ford. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Steelers going nickel, 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That's caught for the first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way was telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Watson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Calvin Austin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42, Wilson's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
First and 10 give to Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. New set of downs for him at the 38. The tight end going in motion right. Another run with Harris here on 1st. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Russ now from the gun. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Dicker connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ford straight ahead. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Watson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They'll punt another one away. Coy Bajorquez returning to the field. Cordero Patterson to return for the Steelers. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Wilson on third down. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Austin's there to haul it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Russ is gonna cook here. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were gonna even gain a positive yard at all.
On fourth down, Wilson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Second down here, another give to Harris. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Wilson now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Got a man, Patterson has it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the third down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ford running to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Staying on the ground with Ford. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Play action, it's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Harris once more. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, you got a 1st down here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with 10 to go still on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, Watson throwing again. Fits it through the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Sticking to the air with Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the interception into points. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Austin. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. On first down, it's Wilson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Russ. He's going to push one deep down the right.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Throwing on third, Wilson. He's loaded another one up. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So no return on that punt, and hardly any time remaining for them in this game. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Kirk Cousins' replacement, Sam Darnold, a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Patterson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now a run with Harris. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Wilson now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. This one falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Into traffic, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Watson now off play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So that brings them to third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Got it, man. It's Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They give to Harris from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's brought down for a loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. So now here's 3rd and 5. Wilson out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Najee takes this one. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Russ now from the gun. Caught by Fryermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Right back to Patterson now. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Russ looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. What? 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They give Nana Najee. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. What? 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Another run with Harris here on 1st. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Harris, and he gets in, touchdown! The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Watson. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That's more on the quick slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, Watson. Escapes out to the left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks setting you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
Buys, pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Watson with third and long. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Steelers have it, headed the other way.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy giver.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he gets him around 6 there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 47. Bails out of the... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He'll get it at the 9. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Running behind center with Harris. He'll cobble together a yard there. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Throwing on third, Wilson. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. New series coming up following the punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got first down from the 31. Watson looking to throw. Finding Judy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 39. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Harris once more. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. This is Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
That is an old school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a 1st down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. A run here with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Second and goal coming up from the 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Looking for it with Warren. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Browns getting their offense out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10 now from the 30. Watson now. Moore's got it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing is Watson. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Sticking to the air with Watson. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, here's Watson. Connection made to Judy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Judy there to grab it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on fourth down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers offense headed out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Russ now from the gun. That throw finds Pickens. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the air, 3rd and long. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, here's Wilson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Juan Thornhill takes it away.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Sending a receiver left. Watson now off play action. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Watson. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Watson with 3rd and long. Forced out to his right, and that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Working from the gun, Watson. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers nearing their 9th win of the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Warren once more. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 3rd and just 2 to go. go again with Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Complete. It's Cooper. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Moore's got it. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Warren here from the gun. Spins out of one stop. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Calling about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.